There is a statement that has echoed across centuries, misunderstood not because it is obscure, but because it is too direct to be comfortably accepted. You are gods. When Jesus Christ spoke these words, he was not engaging in metaphor. He was pointing toward a psychological reality that the collective mind has resisted with remarkable consistency. I would express it this way: man does not suffer from a lack of divinity. He suffers from a lack of awareness of it. What you call the subconscious is not merely a storage system of memories. It is the living foundation upon which your entire experience of reality is constructed, and yet most individuals remain strangers to it. This is what I termed the unknown self. A vast interior territory containing not only personal memories, but inherited patterns, ancestral wounds, and collective structures of thought. From early childhood, before the ego has formed the capacity to question, the psyche is impressed upon by authority. Parents, acting unconsciously, transmit their own unresolved conflicts. Society imposes its limitations. Religious systems encode guilt and dependency. None of this is deliberate in the individual sense. It is structural, it is inherited, and once these impressions descend into the unconscious, they do not remain passive. They organize, they influence perception, they shape expectation, they direct behavior in ways that appear to the conscious mind as fate. A man says, "This is just how my life is," but what he calls life is the externalization of internal programming. The tragedy is not that he is limited. The tragedy is that he believes the limitation is real. This is why the statement "you are gods" is so destabilizing. It implies that the individual is not merely a participant in reality, but a co-creator. The unconscious mind does not distinguish between truth and belief. It responds to instruction, and belief is instruction. If a man believes he is unworthy, the psyche will arrange his experience accordingly. If he believes he is incapable, opportunities will dissolve before they are recognized. Not because the world is denying him, but because his perception filters reality in alignment with the instruction it has received. This is the mechanism. The ancient texts refer to a key of knowledge that was taken. From a psychological standpoint, that key is introspection, the capacity to turn inward and observe the psyche without distortion. But this is precisely what is discouraged, because a man who enters his own depths no longer requires external authority. He encounters it directly, and here we arrive at the essential problem. Most individuals prefer the comfort of unconsciousness to the responsibility of awareness. To recognize that your life is shaped by your own inner structures is to accept a burden. It means responsibility cannot be avoided. This is why meditation, in its true sense, is not a ritual. It is confrontation. Silence removes distraction, and in that silence, the contents of the unconscious begin to surface. What was hidden becomes visible. What was automatic becomes questionable. What was controlling becomes transformable. This is the beginning of individuation, the process by which a human being becomes psychologically whole. Not by adopting new beliefs, but by becoming conscious of the beliefs already operating within. The divine spark does not need to be created. It needs to be uncovered. But to uncover it, one must pass through the shadow, through the accumulated residue of fear, guilt, and inherited distortion. This is why the path inward is resisted. Because it is not merely illumination, it is also dissolution. The false must collapse for the real to emerge. So when you hear the statement, "You are gods," do not interpret it as arrogance. Interpret it as responsibility. You are not being elevated above reality. You are being reminded that you participate in its creation. And until that participation becomes conscious, you will continue to live inside patterns you did not choose, calling them destiny. The door is not locked, it is simply unopened. Like and subscribe if you want more content like this.